Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Harry Potter Miniverse, Make It Mini, Back to Hogwarts, and we are going to be doing a Slytherin scarf today. So, if you see in the background here that I already did the Gryffindor scarf, I do have that video posted up, so if you want to watch that one as well, you can. But this one's going to be a little quicker than last time because as I said in the first video, if you want to go watch it, it is a little tedious. It does take some time. So I will walk you through it real quick, the first few things, and then we will skip past most of it and we'll get to the finished product. So let's get into it. It comes with this nice, cute little Slytherin book here. Nothing in it, but it's more of a display piece, of course. Comes with this wooden table here, which is amazing. And then we have accessory kit for Slytherin scarf, needles, comb, and patch. So let's pop her open gently. What we got in here? So like the first one, we have a comb. This will help us when we are putting our scarf together to keep all our rows in line. It comes with a needle, which we will be needing. It comes with a little needle guide, so that's great as well. And then it comes with these little patches here, which are stickers, but they are like little felt. So if you can kind of see in the background there, we'll be putting those on after. And it comes with this thing as well. Since Gryffindor seems to have gold, this one is silver. And I'm just gonna, so this thing is going to fit, like it's a stand for after, like as you see in the background, but this is gonna fill in for our loom. So you pop it open fully and it cracks open. And then as you see on each side, it has little grooves. So this will be keeping our scarf in place. Here we have the yarn that we'll be using to make the scarf. It seems, I think in the thing, there's like 7 pieces of yarn, like full line, whatever you call them, strands. There we go. So there's like 7 of these. So we're going to just lay them flat out on the table in a row. I'll do that after. And then this part here, we have, it is our scarf. So we're going to pop it open with the skeleton to the scarf, kind of, we'll call it. So thank God we don't have to crochet or knit the whole thing. So they give us kind of a guide here. It's a little bungee, but not too bad. So we're going to be weaving in between each of these layers here, and then we'll get to the end there. It is tedious. It does take about, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast you are and how tedious, or not tedious, how meticulous you are. So I will show you the first kind of loop like I did on the other video, and then we will get to the rest of it. I will do the rest of it, and then we will get to it, because this video, I don't want the video to be 3 days long. It doesn't seem right. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is take our little first strand here. I'm going to go to the other side because I already messed it up. And we're going to put our strand through the hole here. We're going to thread it. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it does not want to cooperate. So the threader thing that it comes with does help sometimes. But what I like to do is just kind of give it a lick so that all the fibers are together. It seems like they kind of melted the end of this one, so it's a little harder to go in. Hold on, let me get this in real quick. All right, so I poked that through there. So you're gonna want a good, like, that much kind of slack, so you don't accidentally pull it through. And we are gonna go. So what it says in the video, choose a starting point. So first we're going to strap this thing onto here. So put the strands through the top here and then kind of pull it tight. Don't be too rough with it because it will pop off. And then go to the bottom here and kind of push this up through there. So that's going to hold that like that, kind of like a little harp. And what it's telling us to do, start out on this layer here so that we can do all these first. And then after, it's going to be a little more difficult to do the other layers, but you can do it. So what we're going to do, it wants us to tie off a knot here. So we're going to pull it through, just that first thing, pull it all the way to the end, almost. And then, sorry, this is hard, 1 second. We're going to tie a knot. This will be our starting anchor point. So just tie a knot as best you can, and then clip off as much as you can. All right. we'll have a little start there. So basically, so what we're gonna do now is, now that you have the tail all the way over here, you're gonna wanna, we're just gonna start weaving it. So we're gonna start going this way to the right. So since we started on the second one here, you're going to want to, I guess we'll just start like this. So start on the edge, pull it. So we go under, over, okay, under, over. It's, see, it's a little tedious. You're gonna have to, obviously it's easier to do off camera. Come on, there we go. So pull it, and then before we comb it, we're gonna go this one too. So we'll go back the other way. Under, over, under, over. You just gotta keep telling yourself what to do. It gets a little confusing once you get, you know, like 20 minutes in, you're like, wait, which one's which? So I do like careful pulling it up. Sorry, I'm out of frame. 2 passes. So then we have like that. And then you take this comb here that it comes with, and what you're going to do is put it in between the lines, and you're going to squish it down. So basically just keep squishing it down, and then this one will squish down a little more since that was our starting point. So then we're just, every 2 lines squish it down so that it looks like a nice pattern. And then you keep doing that until you get to the top here. And then basically you're going to do what you did on the bottom to start it off to the top here. You're going to just tie it off at the, loop it through, tie it off, cut it. And then you'll start the next layer here is the same as the first layer, and so on and so on. If it's a little confusing, you might, I'll leave the link to my other video, the Gryffindor scarf. I did maybe a little more, what do you call it? Maybe a little more instructions in there. So I'm going to just go through and do this really quickly. And basically I'm going to come back at the end when we're finishing the whole thing, because this one's really tedious and I don't want the video to be too long. So I will see you in a little bit's time, but you'll see me in 2 seconds. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so I took the liberty of doing all of it. It did take me a while because I do have ADHD and I kept getting sidetracked. But if you like, I have this rubber band technique I thought of when I was first starting, when they were on top here. All I did was rubber band it, just kind of like this, so that it, oh, well, it wasn't like that. Now it doesn't want to stay, of course. Hold on. But I had it on one side, so I had like one loop here, one loop there. And I kept going, just kind of, my gosh, come on. I kept going around it, and it worked out perfect to hold it in place, but now it's not, clearly it's not working. Okay, so it looks a little janky. I'll have to fix it up a little later, but I did my best. To be honest with you, it's not my favorite project. It's a little tedious. I do like it, but it's just, it takes up a lot of time. And I personally am not like loving a time sucker of a project. But it's fine, it's fine. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish this off real quick so that we can be done with this project and have, I need a few more, or no, I have to fill, I'm so sorry. I have to do a few more projects, the Hogwarts projects, so that will be happening soon. 1 second, I'm trying to get this. There we go, a little seal off of here. And this one looks different than, well, no, it looks like a shield. We're gonna put it on the bottom half here. Just kind of, it's like a sticky felt sticker. And I like to just push as hard as possible on there, and it will seal itself on, basically. And we're gonna go to the other side. Just ignore that. We're gonna cut that later. And honestly, if what I'm gonna do is probably add a dot of resin on all of the little edges, or not edges, but the little knots that I made, because I'm not completely sure that I secured the knots. Like this right here, it looks a little loose, but you know what? I did my best. It would, like I said, it was tedious. So let's add the one more little seal of approval, and then we can finish off this project. I'm sure there will be plenty of projects in the future to come along, and that will definitely be more tedious as well. But it's fine. I'm not complaining. It just took me a little bit of time to do. And like I said, I have ADHD, which I'm not using it as an excuse. It's just, it takes me a lot more time because I get distracted. I kind of want to stop, do something on the side. I'm like, no, you got to focus. So push as hard as possible. And then the thing that we use to make it, we're going to break it in half again, and we're going to use that as a little display case. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you like, comment, subscribe. I do have a Patreon now. It is free. You can join for free. I'm trying to make a little community so that everybody can just chit chat with each other. We can trade mini verses. We can get to know each other. And then there will be a paid tier eventually that will probably have my bigger put togethers. And everybody, if you want to see those, you will have to pay, unfortunately. But it will also go to supporting the channel and supporting me. So I really appreciate it. But other than that, you don't have to. You can just keep watching the channel and supporting that way. But I truly appreciate. So like, comment, subscribe, follow my Patreon, and follow my Instagram. And I will see you guys in the next video. So thank you so much, and I will see you then.